307 Solana Drive in North Los Altos has a 12,500 square foot lot, 2751 square foot older ranch house, which actually for a ranch house is very large, by the way. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. So first of all, condition. So the house looks like it's had some remodeling done in the 80s and the 90s. So kitchen and bathrooms have definitely been upgraded. Definitely livable the way they are, but long term, most of my clients would want to redo them. The house originally is built by Wendell Roscoe, who's actually kind of a well-known local builder. Did a lot also in Los Altos Hills, so that was kind of fun to see it from that standpoint. The Wendell Roscoe feel of this house is when you go into the great room. They do have a formal living room, but the family room in the back, which I'm going to call more of a great room, is gigantic. It's probably 600 square feet. With raised ceilings, open beam, knotty pine. But don't let the older knotty pine feel scare you, because I've had lots of clients, when we paint that out and do some designer colors to it, you're still left then with a fantastic big room, nice high ceilings. You maybe can keep the original wood beams, but paint out the rest of the built-in knotty pine to get that out of the way from an aesthetic standpoint, and just replace the old knobs with more contemporary, interesting knobs. And you have a whole new look for totally on the cheap. So I'm a real proponent of not tearing that stuff out, but rather keeping it, unless you're really doing a massive gut job to this house. Now the shape of this house is sort of a complete U shape, by the way. So you have a nice interior courtyard, and then in the backyard it's mostly pool. But if you didn't like the pool, remember, pools come out easily these days for $10,000 and plus some landscaping. So it should, at this price point, should never be a reason not to buy a house. There's just such few inventory that getting rid of the pool is just too easy these days. So I would not let that stop you. From a valuation standpoint, certainly at $1,995,000, I think because of that big 12,000 square foot lot, 12,500 on one of the primo North Los Altos streets, this is going to be a great long-term play for somebody. And enjoy it the way it is now. Maybe just recarpet and do some basics with some paint. And then long-term, you can maybe add on a room. Now remember, it's a 3-bedroom, but the master does have an office/den off of it. So really could match up very well with anybody with 2 kids that need a home office. You really do have this room off the master. And then of course, if you have young children, that room could also be a nursery. So, and then lastly, of course, location. Remember, being on Solana, right in the middle of the street, no noise issue. Walk your kids to Almond, walk to downtown Los Altos, fantastic. So my expectations are this will sell a little bit over the asking price. If you'd like to talk to me about properties in North Los Altos, just give me a call. This property is represented by Campy Properties. I'm David Troyer with Intero Real Estate in Los Altos. Thanks so much.